All right, we're going to show you 3 exercises for trochanteric bursitis of the hip. I'm Sebastian and this is Mandy.
Hi.
She's going to help us with the demonstration today. Before we actually start, we should note trochanteric bursitis, the part of the body you're probably considering is going to be on the side here. Okay? It won't travel down. If it does, we have other videos on that, which could be more of low back referred or IT band. It won't necessarily travel up to the SI joint. If it does, then you may need more specific exercises that help out with movement compensation, because sometimes people compensate around this trochanteric bursitis if they've had it for a while. We did another video where we did stretches for it, but we're going to do this one more specifically on exercises. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Now the first one we're going to do is called a side bridge.
Yeah, so let's use you for a model, Seb.
Okay.
If you need a mat under your knees.
I think so.
So this will be similar to a side plank, except we're going to keep the knees on the ground. Let's go ahead and set up.
Okay.
So for this, we're going to be going from here and the elbow. So go ahead and go up and shoot those hips forward. Yep, so it should be a straight line down here.
How long do I hold this?
Hold this for a couple seconds, rock back, sit back, pockets back towards the wall, and then come on up. Yep, you're going to keep going until your butt cheeks want to fall off.
Okay. Which butt cheek should I feel more?
We should be working more of the lower butt cheek, so the one closer to the ground.
So if I have a symptom on the left side, should I do this on the left side?
Yeah, we'll say that. We want to strengthen all those tissues around that trochanter. Sometimes the bursitis can help kind of turn those off, and we want to turn them back on.
Yeah, a lot of times people that have trochanteric bursitis, they end up having weakness of their core. They end up having glute amnesia. We say their glute muscles, their large glute muscles don't work very well and they become a little bit tight, which creates a little bit pressure on the trochanteric bursitis. This also gets the side of my belly too. That's okay?
Yeah, we like that. And if you want to kind of combo this and get even more at the side of your belly, pretend like there's something pokey right here. Get up here.
Your fingers are pokey.
Yeah. Pretend like my fingers are under here. You don't want to touch them.
Okay. Yeah, so I've noticed that a lot of people that do side planks or like side bridges or side planks, they say, well, I can do the plank. Should I do that instead?
Let's keep it on this for now. This kind of targets the glute more than the plank does. Planks are easier to cheat on. I'm sure you all have seen the people who are doing the plank. They're like, oh, my shoulder hurts, or I don't feel this anywhere. This is a way to get you to feel it in the right place.
And also taking the right amount of breaks too, like doing five seconds on and like a couple seconds off. Like it helps build endurance in the tissues, which is what we want. We don't want you to hold it for like 15 hours. Like a 10-hour plank is just ridiculous. You don't need it. And a lot of people feel more pain afterwards anyways. So next we're going to do the Copenhagen. Go ahead and I want you to lay in a similar fashion that I did.
Okay.
All right. So in this case, the side that we're treating, the side that she has the trochanteric bursitis on, is this side. And so since in the last exercise we challenged we call it the frontal plane. It's like a pane of glass like this. We're moving in a pane of glass, right? Versus this way. We're challenged the frontal plane on this side, but we kind of want to do the other tissues too, because they're important and they actually have a good effect on what these tissues are doing. And so all she's going to do is create pressure into your fingers. There we go. You don't need to get up, but I want you to push your knee into the mat so hard that you may get up. This is hard for you, isn't it?
Yep.
Come on down. Yeah. Now let's do it in a fashion. Mandy's pretty strong normally, so why don't we just act like let's do less. Do halfway less. Okay, because I can see I know how it usually is. People say, "Oh, Mandy can do it. I'm going to do it too." It's like if you can't do it, don't do it. Just do the amount that you can without any pain and relax. So we're taking the same rep scheme. 5 on-ish. Hold, hold, hold. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then 5 out. And 5 on. You might say, oh, it's not 5. Honestly, we don't really count. We just go off of facial expressions. Okay? Good. And one more time. Rock in. Push, push, push. If she can get up, go ahead and push so hard that you can get up. You're going to notice the leg doesn't get up probably. It's mainly just going to be your left hip pocket. Go ahead and relax there. Good. Now we're going to do clamshells, right?
Yep.
The notorious clamshells.
Yeah.
Okay.
But do them right.
I'll be the model.
Yep.
Okay. But a lot of people have done clamshells and they feel like, man, If Mandy shows clamshells again, I'm totally not going to go to her. She doesn't know what she's talking about. I've done them. So most people don't do them well, right?
Yeah, can you show us what kind of the standard clamshell looks like?
The standard clamshell?
Yeah. So let's relax. Scale 1 to 10, how hard is that?
-2.
Okay, great. If you're doing something that's -2 hard, it's probably not getting you anywhere. So let's relax there.
Okay, I'll slide up here so you got room. Let's try that.
Good. So this time, let's get those pinch hands onto your side. I want you to breathe such that these fingers and this fingers are moving away. So breathe into your belly. Good. Next, you can use a book or anything under the knee, this front knee here. Go ahead and try and squish my hand with your knee. Harder, harder. Yeah.
I can't, your finger's taunting me.
Yep. Good. And now let's do a little clamshell. Good.
Do you want me to push past your hand or just that high?
Just this high
Okay.
and relax.
Okay, I feel my left butt cheek.
Yep. So this clamshell is probably more on the downside rather than the upside. You may feel both. That's okay. But the effortful side should be the one closest to the ground.
Yeah. So this one is going to be a lot harder, and there are other ways to advance clamshell exercises too, like with a band and so on, and those are mainly targeted at the upside. The challenging thing that I think a lot of people tend to have is that they think of how the reps and sets and then the range that they're supposed to attain, but they can't, nor do they need to. And then you didn't have me going that far, and I felt exactly where you wanted me to feel it.
Good.
To strengthen the tissues around the hip so we can take load away from the trochanteric bursitis problem. So if you guys are looking for exercises for these types of things, just know these 3 aren't going to be specific to you. We don't know what's going on with you. We wish we did, and we can if you want to reach out to us. We have virtual or in-person options. We see people with virtual sessions with this all the time, and it's really easy to coach them as long as we can see a whole frame of you. Also, we do have a free webinar that's available. It's up in the corner. It goes over diagnosis as well as more technical questions a lot of people do have, but also I'm recognizing these YouTube videos that most people just want to see exercise and stretches, so we do that. But for the people that really want the information to learn a little bit more, go up into that. It'll be well worth your time. And reach out to us. We would love to see you and help you out.